Uh, Welcome, everyone. As you can see, the immunity community has to do with a lot of areas and forces that we are surrounded with. And what I'm really going to refer to you today, in the part one of this recording, is the fact that we are all surrounded by electromagneticity. You see the sphere around us, the electromagnetic ions are there in the space. And when you go down to the earth, you have on the earth also surface also you have significant negative ions. You see all that haze that you see. The earth is emitting some more ions. So we're surrounded by that. And there are now, previously used to think about EMF studies were done in 1980s and 90s. They were done mainly for, actually 70s, sorry. It was mainly done for the heat effect because these forces create heat. And there are different frequencies that see magnetic movements are going through the various frequencies. The low frequencies are like 1 to 300 hertz. And we are surrounded by this. For example, we have low frequencies, kitchen appliances, televisions, computers, mobile devices that we have. These are all low frequency ones, particularly when charging. So when you are we are uh, near the mobile and you are charging it, you will see that that's is emitting the waves. Hair dryers, electrical wiring that's next to you, that all that is involved. This is a low frequency. Then when you go to a higher frequency, 300 to 100 kilohertz, hertz to kilohertz. Kilohertz is a higher frequency. When you go to that, that's like television screens, computer screen. Uh, Spikes and surges. Whenever you have spikes and surges, whatever the electrical surges happen during storms and stuff, that's all intermediate. And during storms and stuff. High frequency, that's 100 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. Now this is big. These are from microwave cooking, smart devices, mobile smart devices, Wi-Fi is all high. Now you have certain safety limits that were established in 70s. That was, as I said, it was thermal, basically thermal. But now, since that time, there have been many studies that have been done. And at that time, there are more than 120 harmful effects that were documented by the U.S. Department of Navy. The naval people were studied that big time. And that's because it's all come out onto the ocean surface. In 2012, there are about 1,800 more studies were done, which are peer-reviewed and all that. And they've documented something that's very fascinating, and that is immune function. We're talking about immune function. Immune functions are affected by any of these activities, any of these EMFs that come out, electromagnetic forces. So now I'm give you a couple of hints. We'll talk more about it in the next section, but a couple of hints about what do we do? How do we avoid? Obviously, one of the key things is, and this has been talked to us about quote unquote saving energy. But saving energy is one thing. Saving ourselves is very important. How do we save ourselves? Unplug all electrical devices when not using them, particularly in the bedroom. Now, it's an important thing. So today, just check it out. Tonight, when you go, disconnect anything that's there in the bedroom. And that's it, because we're sleeping how many hours, whatever hours, and you're going to continuously get that. Avoiding the use of, cordless phones. Now, what the heck is cordless? That's what we use, cell phone. So minimize the cell phone use and keep 2-meter distance, 6 feet, 6.5 feet, whatever that is. 2-meter distance from appliances that are actually plugged in or active. where they talk about microwave, particularly people with pacemakers and stuff, they do talk about that. And then minimize microwave oven use. We have talked about that, but then you at least stay away. If you stay 6 feet away while it's being there, it will be lessening your exposure. And then there are so many other techniques that are there we'll be talking about, and we'll be discussing that in the next section about how to uh, approach that. But the immune functions have been discussed, and they all diminish. All the immune killer cell responses are immune responses to infection, cancer, and all that. And so electromagnetic forces, like you're seeing, visualizing where I'm sitting there, and I'm all surrounded by it. So in the next section, we'll talk more details about about these things and practices that we do.